Yeti Sachs. Good morning. Tuesday morning lesson, the Hebrew reading lesson, the first of our two lessons today. I hope everyone's keeping well. And we are going to do a little bit of revision of some of the Hebrew reading rules that we've seen already, the vowels that we've seen already, and then we're going to revise. It's actually something you have done already last year. We're going to revise something new. So let's have a look at some of our tricky letters. Who can tell me who can find an iron? Let's see if we can find an iron and see what you might confuse an iron with. Sometimes people confuse it with something. So let's see. Well, hopefully you can see an iron there. You can actually circle it or point to it rather on the board. So well done if you found it over here. There's an iron. That's good. Right over here. Is that an iron? No, that's a tzadi. Is this an iron? No, that's a final tzadi. So well done for not getting those confused. Who can find me a fey? Fey. Well, that's quite a tricky one because I think some of you might have pointed to this, but if you look closely, what's in the middle of that? Yes, there's a dot. A dagesh is a dot in the middle of a letter, and that's a dagesh, which is not a fey, it's a pei. So can we find a fey? Do we have a fey here? Maybe there isn't one. But what could we get confused? You see down there's a final fey. So well done if you found that. I don't think there is a fey, but if you found one and I didn't, well done to you because you're doing better than me at the moment. Okay, so that's a really good activity to do. Who can find me any other final letters? Who can find me a final tzadi? Well, if you pointed here or here, you found the final tzadi. Well done. Who can find me a final chaf? Final chaf. Yep, there are two on the screen. One right down here at the bottom and one right up here at the top. Well done. Can anyone find a final nun? Yep, final nun. There's one over here near the final chaf that we just saw, and one right down here at the bottom over here. So well done for finding that. Let's see if you can find a final mem. Yeah, this one's a final mem. And up here's another final mem. Now these two over here and over here, they're not final mems, are they? They look similar to a final mem. What letter are they? Who can remember? And I hope you all thought that it was a samach. So well done. So we've got 5 final letters. We've got a chaf, a mem, a nun, a tzadi, and a fey. And I think we've done all of those. So well done to all of you for that. Let's move on to the next screen. Oh, here are all our vowel sounds. Who can remember? Now, we've got different vowel sounds. Cholam chaser. So wait, let's start actually with one that we know better, kamatz. So what sound does a kamatz make? Ah, well done. Kamatz ah. Can my turn your turn? Kamatz ah. Well done. Okay, let's do patach. Patach ah. Well done. Let's do segol. Segol eh. Well done. Segre eh. And when it has a yud, a. Well done. Okay, let's do shva. Shva Shva Okay, now let's do our. We haven't done shork and kibbutz yet. We're gonna this year. We're gonna come back to that. Cholam chaser, cholam maleh, o. Cholam chaser, o. Cholam maleh, o. Cholam maleh, o. Okay, and today we're going to learn about the chirik, so we're not going to do that just yet. Okay, let's go on to the next page. Let's see if we can sound button these words. Ta ra. Lev. Lev. Gaze. Se. Now that is a What is that vowel there? That's not a regular kamatz, is it? That's a what we call a kamatz katan, and it's written big, so we pronounce it o kol. And remember our shvanas at the beginning of a word. Let's do our chopping. K, far. G, dal. All together now. V, et. Well done. And let's do shvanach in the middle of the word, so it breaks up the word. Let's do it together. Let's do our chopping. Rag, la. And some more. Let's do this all together. Pak, da. Par, sha. Hev, del. Well done. Lovely. Lovely breaking up. Now we have on the screen here two types of chirik. We've got something called a chirik chaser and a chirik maleh. And I don't know if anyone of you can remember them, but chirik chaser, that means it's missing something. In this case, it's not missing a vav. Like we had cholam maleh and cholam chaser, that was with or without a vav. This time it's with or without a yud following it. Now, if I take my shapes here at the top, see if this will work. Yes, hopefully it will. And let's give it a nice, let's do a nice green one here. Okay. And this one here does not have a yud following it. So the chirik is an I sound. Si. Let's all do that together. Si. Now this one though, let's do that in a different color this time. Let's choose a blue, I think, this time. This one does have a yud following it. There's a chirik underneath that tet, and then there's a yud after that. So that's an E sound, a bit like you're saying the word cheese. When we want you to smile for the camera, cheese, T. So here it's T. So again, let's do that again. Let's do the C. So that's like in the word city. I, C, T. Actually, it actually does say city. So that's quite nice, isn't it, that word? Okay, let's see if we've got some more on the next one. Okay, no, we're not going to do kubutz and shuruk, so I think that's the end. So let me explain the activities, and then you're going to get on with your work this morning. So if you have normally take a red sheet, you are actually going to revise shavanach, which we did revise on the screen before. But if you remember, we break it up. We do not sound the shva if it's in the middle of the word usually, and therefore it kind of breaks up the word into two. You treat the bit before the shva as one syllable, and the bit after the shva as a second syllable. And you're going to practice that with your activity, where you're going to cut up red and blue. The different words have got either a red square or a blue square around them. You're going to cut them out, and you're going to make different words by putting a red part next to a blue part. Okay, the red part has a shva, I think, and the blue part doesn't. And you're going to put them together to make a Hebrew word and read it to your partner or read it to yourself. Fantastic. You're going to do that. And if you normally have either the yellow or the green walt, you are going to look at chirik maleh and chirik chaser, and you are going to you're going to have a lot of English words that are written, but you're going to write those using Hebrew letters and vowels, and it's important that you do write the vowels, remembering that if it's I sound, there's no yud after the chirik. There's a chirik under the letter, but no yud afterwards. But if it's an E sound, then you need a yud after the chirik. And just for Samuel, I want you to practice another activity, which is a game where you're going to practice just reading, to start with one syllable words, and then you're going to work towards reading two syllable words on the second sheet if you find that too easy or if you finish it. So I wish everybody a wonderful day. Once you finish your activity, you can actually think of words with a cholam for a word wrap, and you can write those on a mini board. And at the end of the lesson, if there's time, the teacher will do a word wrap on the board with you. So I wish you a wonderful lesson, and I'll see you later, actually only a little bit later, for the second lesson this morning. See you then. Bye-bye for now.